Kanthapura, Chapter 13. Now, said Murthy, we are out for action. A cock does not make a morning, nor a single man a revolution. But we'll build 1,000-pillared temple, a temple more firm than any that hath yet been builded, and each one of you be ye pillars in it. And when the temple is built, stone by stone and man by man, and the bell hung to the roof and the eagle tower shaped and planted, we shall invoke the mother to reside with us in dream and in life. India then will live in temple of our making. Do you know, brothers and sisters, the Mahatma has left Sabarmati on a long pilgrimage, the last pilgrimage of his life, he says, with but 82 of his followers, who all wear khadi and do not drink and never tell a lie. And they go with the Mahatma to the Dandi beach to manufacture salt. Day by day we shall await the news of the Mahatma. And from day to day we shall pray for the success of his pilgrimage, and we shall pray and fast and pour strength into ourselves. Meanwhile, brothers and sisters, when the real fight begins, let us get strong. The congressmen will have to swear again to speak truth, to spin their daily 100 yards, and put aside the idea of the holy Brahman and the untouchable Pariah. Brothers, and this too ye shall remember, whether Brahmin or a Bengal seller, Pariah or priest, we are all one as the mustard seed in a sack of mustard seeds, equal in shape and hue and all. Pray, brothers, pray, for the Mahatma is on the last pilgrimage of his life. Sinu rang the gong, and the eyes shut themselves in silence, and the Brahmin heart and the weaver heart and Pariah heart seemed to beat the one beat of Shiva dancing. And we too would start our pilgrimage soon with Murthy before us. Prepare yourselves for action. Murthy told us of the pilgrim path of the Mahatma from day to day. For day after day the Congress committee sent him information, and we would see the khadi clad volunteers coming straight to Rangamma's house, and when they were gone, Murthy would ask Sinu to ring the gong for the bhajan, and there he would tell us of the 170 Patels that had resigned their jobs, 170 mind you, and of the 30,000 men and women and children who had gathered at the roadside, pots and beds and all, to have the supreme vision of the Mahatma. And then Rangamma says, oh no, the Mahatma need not go as far as the sea. And we say, in 5 days' time he will be by the sea, in 3 days' time he will be by the sea. Poor Mahatma, he must be tired out with this walk. Why should he not take a horse carriage or a motor car? But Murthy repeats, no, no, sister, he will not take it. He says he likes our ancient ways, and like the ancients, he will make the pilgrimage on foot, and our hearts gladdened, for no one ever goes like that to far Kashi, do they? And when the Monday evening came, we knew that next morning the Mahatma would go out to the sea and manufacture salt and bring it home. And we could not sleep and we could not wake, and all the night we say, today the Mahatma manufactures salt with his own hands. And the next day the white papers told us the Mahatma had taken a handful of salt after his ablutions, and he had brought it home. And then everybody went to the sea to prepare salt, and cartloads of it began to be brought back and distributed from house to house with music and clapping of hands. The police do not know what to do, and suddenly they fall on a cartload, and the peasants say, take it, take it. But the police say, you have broken the law. And the men say, but we have broken it long ago, and the Mahatma broke it first. But the police do not know what to answer, and they drag the men to prison. They drag them and spit on them and would have beaten them had not many and many a white man come to see the pilgrimage of the Mahatma. And so day after day men go out to the sea to make salt, and day after day men are beaten back and put into prison, and yet village after village sends its women and men, and village after village grows empty, for the call of the Mahatma had sung in their hearts, and they were for the Mahatma and not for the government. And we said to Murthy, and when shall we start to march like the Mahatma? And Murthy says, why, as soon as I get the orders from the Karwar Congress Committee. Then Rangamma says, if you want to fight sisters, let us practice the drill more often. Now imagine the policemen are beating you, and you shall not budge a finger's length. And we close our eyes and we imagine Bade Khans after Bade Khans, short, bearded, lip smacking, smoking, spitting, booted Bade Khans, and as we begin to imagine them, we see them rise and become bigger and bigger in the sunshine, and we feel the lathis bang on us, and the bangles break, and the hair tear, and the lips split. When your husband beats you, you do not hit back, do you? You only grumble and weep. The policeman's beatings are the like. When Murthy will say march, and we shall march behind him. Our Murthy is a small mountain, and Mahatma Gandhi the big mountain to protect us. Oh, but when will it come? The call of the big mountain. Shiva Shiva. Thank you.